I'm Tim Langston with Red Dog Bushcraft. Thanks for joining me for another video. Today I'm going to answer a question I received on one of my YouTubes, and that was my attire. What I use from head to toe when I'm out in the bush. We're going to cover some practical daily attire that you can wear to make you a lot more comfortable in your daily activities, plus what can affect your survivability when you're out in the bush. So stay with me. Okay, let's talk about another area of clothing that can really make your life comfortable or miserable, and that's your feet. Now in the summertime with socks, I like these. These are Cool Max socks. They work really well. They're very thin, they're lightweight, they breathe extremely well, and they wick moisture away from your feet. When it starts getting cold, I switch to wool, and I like Smart Wool. These are a medium cushion, and they're great inside of hiking boots and day boots. And you know all of the good properties of wool. They insulate even when they're wet. I used to have problems with my feet, and since I went to wool and Cool Max socks, my feet problems were just eliminated. They also make your shoes actually feel better. If you get a properly size shoe and you're wearing good comfortable socks, you can keep your feet comfortable most of the time. Now another pair of socks that I use, these are wool military socks. They are a blend, but they have a high wool concentration, and this is what I keep in my overnight kit. A pair of socks, a wool watch cap, and a very thin pair of wool gloves stay rolled up inside my bedroll. I don't like sleeping in boots, and I definitely don't like sleeping in the socks that I've worn all day, so they're really good for that. Now in extreme conditions, this is a pair of sock liners. They're just very thin socks that you put on first, and then I have another pair of wool socks, and they're a lot thicker. They have properties, the way they're made and sewn together or weaved together, that they offer a good airspace between your sock liners and the thicker wool. And with a good quality pair of boots, you can keep your feet warm and dry. Now let's talk about boots for just a second. Now I wear more than one kind of boot. If I had to go with one boot, the properties that I would look for is a boot, and this is the one that I wear every day. I've actually got to take them off here. This is a pair of Rockies, and they breathe. They have a breathable section in them. They have leather on the bottoms, but they also have this material right in here on the toe that's extremely tough. I forget what it's called. But they're lined with Gore-Tex, and they have a small amount of insulation in them. So if I could only have one pair of boots, it would be my boots that I wear daily, because it offers me a little bit of insulation, but yet it's breathable and it's waterproof. And I like the zippers on the side. Being a firefighter, it's nice to get in and out of them fast. And this particular pair of boots have been great because a lot of times the zippers on the sides, they'll leak. And I've been in the water ankle deep with these boots, and I don't have that problem. Now, Magnum makes a great boot. I like these boots for hiking in the summertime. I don't use a standard low top shoe. I stay away from them because of ankle problems. It seems like anytime I wear them, especially in the bush, I start having issues with twisting my ankle. So I just started going to high top shoes, and that's what I wear all the time. If I'm not in these, I'm usually in a pair of dress shoes. It's a social occasion. These are really nice. They're lightweight, and they fit real well, and they're extremely breathable, and this is a good summertime boot. Now in the wintertime, I went military. This is a pair of boots that are made for our military forces. They are the ones that have the Gore-Tex on the inside. They are breathable. They are a little heavy, but they have a very aggressive sole on the bottom of them. And these work for me out in the woods in the wintertime, keep my feet dry and warm, and I really like them. Now there are two other extremes. if I'm around camp, and very seldom do I ever carry a pair of slippers or flip-flops with me. I just don't use the things that much. But sometimes when we're going camping or staying at hotels, going back and forth to pools and stuff, I will take a pair of slippers. These are Speedos. I don't like the thong style or the flip-flop. I like something that my foot will fit into. And these are curved to fit the bottom of your foot, and they come in multiple sizes so you can get something that actually fits a little bit better. Even though I'm wearing something that I can slip on and off, at least I have a little bit of arch support in here, and because it wraps, it does stay on my foot a little bit better. The only other boot that I really wear is a good rubber boot, and I really like Mucks. I think they're great. Mucks, I started using them years ago for hunting and fishing, and I think they make a great product. But any good rubber boot will work for you as long as they fit. And they are not all created equal. You have to try them on and find something. Now, boots, they're tough for me. And there's very little break-in. I either try on a pair of shoes and they fit and they work for me, or they don't. I don't believe in wearing a pair of boots that I have to go through an extensive break-in period. The other thing that I can advise you that is just absolutely critical is never buy a brand new pair of boots and go out on the trail. You want to wear those around the house, you want to do some short walks, you want to give yourself time to make sure that those shoes fit. The other thing is when you go to buy your boots, wear the socks that you intend on wearing when you buy those boots. Take you a pair of summer socks and take you a pair of winter socks. It may seem crazy, but the best thing you can do if you don't want to be changing socks out there in the store is to put a summer sock on one foot and a winter sock on the other foot and go out and put those shoes on and walk around the store. You might have to lace them a little different, looser, tighter, what have you, but you can get a feel for what they're going to feel like when you're wearing your two extremes of socks. So I hope that answers some questions for you. Thanks for joining me once again. I'm Tim Langston with Red Dog Bushcraft. God bless.